Hi everyone, welcome back to Beyond Polarization. So in the last section we established that there seems to be a lot of polarization in our society and that people really aren't getting along. But the great thing is that with that greater polarization that we see, an opportunity is created. And that opportunity is for us, people who want to help other people, to create problem-centered and action-oriented solutions to those problems. So the point of this class is that we really want to find issues that meet what we call an 80-20 threshold. And that means that 80% of Republicans and 80% of Democrats can look at the problem and say, okay, we see an issue here. We might not agree on how we're going to fix it, but we're willing to work towards a solution. Personally, a lot of people don't think that's possible. I know I've heard that from a lot of people, and I was someone who thought that myself. So last summer, I decided to conduct a research project where I interviewed 20 people who are from all ends of the political spectrum. Some are Democrats, some are Republicans, some didn't really affiliate with any party, to see if there were issues that people really felt was something that everyone wanted to work on. And I was surprised to find that there were 3 things that stood out, which were national defense, education, and people really wanted to help people who were in vulnerable situations. And that wasn't a partisan issue. They really wanted to help. So I am not the only person who has figured this out. There's actually been quite a few projects that have proven issues that meet the 80-20 threshold. So 70% of Republicans and 93% of Democrats believe that when it comes to our infrastructure, there needs to be improvement. It's not a partisan issue. Everyone needs to use roads. Also, 81% of Republicans and 92% of Democrats think that when people are caught with small amounts of painkillers, we should really be providing them treatment and not jail so that we can integrate them back into society. It's also been found that 86% of Republicans and 85% of Democrats think that we need to be providing better health care for the veterans who have served our country. And maybe a more surprising thing that we found is that 79% of Republicans and 90% of Democrats support the use of medical marijuana when it comes to helping our veterans with PTSD. But those aren't the only issues that people have a lot of support for. So cyber terrorism and ISIS are both considered things that are threats to our nation and people agree should be worked on. A lot of people agree that we should be defending our NATO allies and that we should not be giving guns to people who are on terrorist watch lists. We also agree that we should give paid leave to mothers, that we should be allowing dependents to stay on their parents' insurance when they're under 26, and that we should be providing more resources for solar farms. So as you can see, there's a lot of issues that come close to this 80-20 threshold that we can really work on in our societies. So if there are things that we don't agree on, these are things we can focus on to really improve the lives of those around us.